7 miles. Okay. We got 10 gallons of gas. Like 10.01. It's like 10 gallons of gas. And it's at 353.9. So that's not a bad price. Prices came down. I mean, the people that stockpile gas and oil are going to have to restock their supplies. So I don't think gas is going to go much lower, both from the charting perspective, and from the fact that, you know, we just used up a lot of our reserves. And so they're going to have to buy, almost every country of the world is going to have to buy gas. I mean, there's places where they're almost out of gas. Ukraine's out of gas because Russia's destroying all the gas stations in Ukraine. In Ukraine, they're hitting each other's oil and gas reserves, so that, because they need gas and oil to fuel the military vehicles. And it's like, yeah, it's like going after the ore trucks in the Red Alert game. If you destroy all their ore trucks in the Red Alert game, it'll actually grind their effort to a halt, and you can beat them even if they have good stuff. If they can't run it, then it doesn't do any good, you know. I mean, in the game, it's kind of like the ore is the gas, but it's actually the ore is what you use to build the more vehicles with. But it has the same effect. And that's what they're doing in Ukraine, is they're destroying anything that you can for gas reserves. And so they're trying to make it so they can't get gas to fuel their trucks. Because they're hitting Russia. They're hitting deep into Russia. Ukraine is, and they're trying to prevent that. And so they're hitting every gas station, places like where I just was, gas stations. Little gas stations, they're blowing up. They blew up like 100 gas stations in the last, I don't know, month or something like that. They're just hitting them one after another. And Ukraine's trying to hit Russia's, I think they're trying to hit their oil refineries and their power, anything to do with their power grid and stuff. But maybe more along the line of oil refineries. Well, I don't know if that's a turning lane. Is it or not? No, that's not a turning lane there. That's just the shoulder. Okay. Okay, we are at 18.8. Got a little bit of a cough. They're still taking area. They took most of Lyman. Russia did, from Ukraine. It looks like they took all but a few percentages of Lyman. They have pretty much all of Lyman. And they took some other smaller areas. They're progressing further with their effort along the front. And in the Spit area, and I can't remember the name of the Spit, but it's in the southern part of the front. It's on the southeastern part of the front, or southwestern, I mean. It's on the west side. There's like a spit of land that goes out into the water, and Ukraine planted a flag in there somewhere. And military summary, what he says about it, he says it might have been planted by drone. That he doesn't think that there's any troops or anything landed on that spit. But they tried last month or a few weeks ago or something. They tried landing some boats down there. some boats came in, and the boats were destroyed by Russia. So they were trying to come in there on that spit. So it's kind of questionable what's going on there, but if there is any progress, it's not very much. I mean, from what I understand, Russia took some of their troops out of the area that's right out on the end, and that was some time ago, so there might not be that many people there, so they could run a drone in there, and they could plant a flag, and they could say, well, that's ours. And yeah, it's not really, though. They don't have any men there. They used a drone. But it's kind of maybe you'd consider it a no man's land. It's just a narrow, almost like a sandbar or something like that. The military summary claims that Ukraine's doing that so that they can say they got something for a media victory. Yeah, they probably don't have anything significant there. But it's continuing on. The conflict in Ukraine is, and it sounds like there's people in our government that want to keep that going, unfortunately. They want to support Ukraine. So that's just going to keep this whole thing going, and it's going to make it harder for us to do anything in Iran, because Iran, Russia's going to just figure, well, if you're going to attack us in Ukraine, we might as well attack you in Iran. We might as well support Iran, because Iran helps them. Iran helps the Ukraine effort, Iran helps Russia and Ukraine. So it's going to remain as it is. I mean, I heard that there were predictions that maybe some of these alliances would change. So far, I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe India would get together with the United States instead of being on the opposite side or neutral. They should be with us, and then maybe we'd back off from Ukraine. But I don't see it happening. But the thing is, we're bogged down, so I don't see us giving a huge effort to Ukraine, but we'll sell them what we can. We need to save up for if we have a problem with China. And Japan is arming itself against China, it sounds like. And they're painting they're doing artwork on their planes. And their beautiful artwork on their jet planes. I mean, they're great big military craft, and they're putting their artwork on them. The stuff that you might. I wonder why he's so slow. Maybe he's heavy. But they're arming themselves. Japan is. More so than what we've ever seen in the past. And it's against China, which I don't blame them. I mean, they sort of had a thing where they would be kind of a peaceful, they wouldn't be a military thing because of World War II. I think they had them sign something, but it's like they're kind of arming themselves now. I mean, the Cold War is really over, but China's still a threat. So that China is the main threat, but Russia's right up there too.